All right. We're live from 304 Studios in Jonesboro, Arkansas. This is an STSpod.club production. Welcome to Rollin Into Mempho, episode 111. That's right, episode 111. And also, as you can see on the screen there, episode 700. That's right, episode 700 of STSpod.club. Thank you guys. Thank you for listening, not only to Rollin Into Mempho, but to all our stuff, including Shiznit Minute every day. The Shiznit Minute is every day, all over social media. Go to STSpod.club. Go to the link of all links and follow one of our social media accounts, and you will be able to hear the Shiznit Minute. Also, I beg of you, join us for Patreon. We have all kinds of special extra stuff. Patreon is well worth that $5, guys. Join our Patreon. This past week, we had our 7th annual, that's right, 7th annual 10 Mania Moments. And coming up this week on STSpod.club, we have our monthly, the number one show of every month is WTF. All right, guys, every week we do the hits, the misses, MVP, question of the week, what's happening, must see. All right, guys, I promise you, if you're watching a video of this, this will be the only commercial you get. Here is the upcoming events, and then we will be on with the show.
We are Memphis Wrestling. Join us live starting today. Catch the stars of Memphis Wrestling on stage with JD Rieger at Midtown Con. It's all going down right now at Black Lodge. Next Sunday, April 16th, Memphis Wrestling goes all elite. AEW coach and wrestling legend Jerry Lynn is coming to Memphis Wrestling. Plus, it's the return of James Ellsworth. Reserve your seat today. Saturday, April 29th, Memphis Wrestling tag teams with the Strayhorn Band Boosters for a huge fundraiser benefiting the Strayhorn Band. Catch the Gun Show, Mackenzie Morgan, Derek King, Nix, The Boz, and more. Friday, May 5th, Memphis Wrestling is headed to West Carroll High School, benefiting the football squad. Sunday, May 7th, Memphis Wrestling is live at the WrestleCenter for live television tapings. All tickets are on sale now. Get yours right now at championshipwrestlingmemphis.com.
All right, guys, we'll start with hits for week 111. Hits for week 111. Spring break, guys. I love this. Dustin Starr, I'm going to have to call you out on this because no one else probably noticed this. Oh, probably some of the boys there at tapings, but you was doing that lifeguard gimmick, weren't you? You were doing a lifeguard gimmick. This was really fun. A little different set there. Spring break. I loved it. Big hit there. Big John Dalton intros. Dorado there. Lindsay Dorado backstage, and the people there that was just getting crazy and excited about him being there. Lucha Lit. They were all Lucha Lit. All right. Next up, we had K Toomer. Man, guys, that crowd was so hot, was so loud for K Toomer. Absolutely loved that. Loved it. This is something organically that started with him saying showing up, and the crowd absolutely loves him. Gun Show came out and said, you know what? I'm going to watch your back. I knew something was going to go wrong here. It just didn't seem right. And we'll talk about that at the end. But K Toomer, I was going to tell K Toomer, you better watch out for the Gun Show. In the Gun Show, you need somebody watching your back. But after what happened at the end, I don't know what's going on there. Up next, we had, as usual, every week I have hits. Bulletproof Bruce, and Ray Collins was going at it. And we had the return of Brother Red. That's right, big guy. Brother Red returns on episode 111. Just jumped in the ring. They started beating up Ray Collins. And then we had Swole made the save. Really like this. So we're probably going to have Swole and Ray Collins tagging up against Bruce and Brother Red. All right. Then we had some clips from the Memphis Grizzlies wrestling night. I love this. Vicious and Mike Anthony, Van Vicious and Mike Anthony going against Dreamer. But I put Bubba Ray. I guess he goes by Bully Ray now. Love it. Love seeing the Grizz jumping off the rafters there, I guess you could say. Just a really good segment there, good clips showing that Memphis Wrestling, the stars of Memphis Wrestling, going against two hardcore legends. Those two guys, I would love to see Bully Ray do a whole episode of Memphis Wrestling with Tommy Dreamer or without him. All right, next up, we had Lindsay. Let me make sure I say it. Lindsay Dorado against Zay Washington. Man, let me just say something. Big hit here. Terrence T-Bone was so good during the introductions here. The intros were awesome. It was an open challenge. He had mentioned it at the very first of the show. Dorado against Zay Washington. I was laughing. Dustin during commentary said something like, "Oh my Lord." My mom always says, you remember y'all, I love my mama. She always says, "Lord." So that reminded me of my mother. I wrote down big, huge upset. Big, huge upset, guys. And this is one of those things that we haven't seen as much of. A lot of the guys, the young guys, will get a rub from the stars that come in, but we have the star here. And the old school wrestling rule is that you put over the local talent. So who's going to be here every week? Zay Washington. So we put him over. Big upset. Love the match. The match was so good. Terrence said match of the year. I put it down also as one of the matches of the year. Next up, my big hit was the Posse vignette. The Posse is after Derek King now. They've already taken out Ray. Now they're going to take out Derek King. I absolutely love this. It's just, I don't know. I want to say spooky. I want to say evil. The Posse, I remember some of the very first videos and them doing comedy, and I said, I say this over and over, I don't really want to see them wrestle. I just want to see them do comedy. I also said they can't turn the Posse heels. They can't turn. This version of the Posse is as heel as they come, and you know, you want to see them beat. If Derek's by himself, he can't handle both the Posse guys. He can't do it. They said they're putting him in the old folks home, I believe, just like the other legends that he grew up idolizing. Fantastic vignette. We got James Ellsworth coming back in. So we got Gaston and Matt Williams talking to James. They have a plan. I love these two guys together. I love what they've done with this. I'm excited to see what they're going to do. It's got something to do with the girls. And Ellsworth was just perfectly used the last time he was in here. And you also have these two guys, Gaston and Matt Williams, who, you know, Matt had a feud with Austin Lane, but Gaston, this is his push. This is his first real big push. And he is knocking it out of the park with these vignettes, these little videos and such. Fun stuff. I keep saying fun, but it is. It's good stuff. We had a battle royal, and as everyone knows, I'm not a huge battle royal fan, but I'm going to give this one a hit. This is the way to do the battle royal, guys. Get them out there, throw them out. Loved it. We had Rocky from the Redbirds there. Loved that. Big John returned with Rocky as his tag team partner. We had some other guys in there, and a big win to become the number one tag team, the number one contenders for the tag team belts, and that's one of my favorite teams in the area, the LA Hustlers. That's right, guys. Hey, y'all, if y'all need a manager help y'all in that title match, now you can always call old Coach BT. He'll come in and help y'all guys. The LA Hustlers with a big win. The main event, K Toomer against Maurice. I mentioned this a couple of weeks ago and last week. King Kong versus King Kong. The big muscle man against the monster K Toomer. Fun match. Exactly what this match should have been. A couple of big moves from both guys. We have a very, very good finish. Love the finish. Gun Show going to help, with quotation marks, going to help K Toomer, and hits a big Gun Show lariat on K Toomer with Maurice getting a pin by mistake. Was it by mistake? Am I reading too much into this? We've had 2 or 3 people say, is Gun Show turning? Oh, loved it, loved it, loved it. Guys, that is our hits for week 111. All right, we're up to Misses for week 111. This is my misses. Guys, I'm going to be really, really picky here. This was one of those shows, and I seen an email that said this might be our best one. I really like week 109 better, but this was an excellent show. They're hitting it at all cylinders right now, and it's a stride of great booking and good matches and good TV. My misses, this is my only miss, is name, when you do a battle royal with a bunch of tag teams, let's name all the teams and their partners. We had 2 or 3 guys there that I was not sure who they were, who it was, and who their tag team partner was. I'm not sure who Galen Ray's tag team partner was. I believe Dustin said that guy that was the skinny guy dressed in all the flames. I think he said he was Magma or Magna, so I'm not sure who that was. So next time we do a battle royal like this, let's take a few minutes and name all the teams for us. Other than that, that was all my misses for week 111. All right, up to MVP. Big upset, big upset. Oh, my Lord. That's right, big upset. As Zay Washington is my MVP of the week, beating Dorado in a match that I was sitting there with my mouth wide open thinking, we did it. This is what we call an upset. So MVP of the week 111 is Zay Washington. All right, we're up to question of the week. Question of the week. We are Memphis Wrestling 870. Arkansas folks writing in here to ask. They write in to ask, I really would love for you to reach out to Reverend Ash Taylor for me. Ask him this: how can I follow the righteous path and follow you, Reverend Ash Taylor? Give me some tips. Well, I was lucky enough to reach out to Reverend Ash Taylor, and he sent this in for We Are Memphis Wrestling 870.
Brother BT, I need you to know that I am taking time out of my busy schedule here at the Righteous Compound to answer this question. But We Are Memphis Wrestling 870 wants to know how to follow the righteous path and to follow Reverend Ash Taylor. So here are some tips. First, all the nonsense that Mr. Starr and Mr. Ward say every week about me, throw it in the garbage. All of it is lies and slander against the righteous path. And second, and this is the most important part, I need you to give to the righteous path. And not just your worldly possessions, your money, your items of importance, such as cars, deeds to your house. I need you to give your soul. I need you to take that first step and give up everything so that you can be given everything. Hallelujah and amen.
All right, guys, that was Reverend Ash Taylor. Question was from We Are Memphis Wrestling 870. The phone number and our email address is right there on the screen. That was question of the week for week 111. All right, we're up to what's happening. What's happening, guys? Let me tell you what's happening. Gun Show versus K-Toomer. It's still coming, especially after that finish. What's happening with that? Gun Show hit him with a lariat. What's happening? What's happening? Ellsworth Incorporated coming back on the scene. I'm excited about that to see what's happening. What's happening for week 111. And we're up to must see for the week, guys. Go out of your way. There was a commercial break during this match. Hopefully they'll put the full match on. If not, just watch the version they have on TV. This is a must see. Must see. Dorado against Zay Washington in a big upset. Must see Dorado versus Zay Washington. All right, guys. Y'all know what I'm fixing to say. That's right. Same bad time, same bad channel, 1 p.m. every Saturday, right here on wherever you're watching it. YouTube, wherever you're watching it. Same bad time, same bad channel on the best little wrestling podcast in the business. Be there. And as everyone knows, I love my mama.